Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our first Zoom classroom lecture. I'm not going to take very much of your time. I just want to go over some things. I'm sure in all of your other classes that you've had today, you've gone over your expectations for the Zoom room. We won't be having a live Zoom unless there is a need for it. Enough students are requesting it, then we will add it. As an elective teacher or a specialist teacher, we decided to record our classroom assignments and then post those at the beginning of the week so we can leave that face-to-face time for the core teachers. But this is a graduation requirement, so that if you feel that we need to meet one-on-one, we can certainly do that. We can find some time. That being said, I will also be online Mondays and Wednesday mornings during those class periods that are already scheduled through our entire senior high school. So you can pop in with me if you like. I will leave my meeting ID up during that time. You can shoot me an email, you can shoot me a text. I'll be happy to set up an appointment with you to Zoom back and forth as well if you have a specific question. Email is always available as well. That being said, I would like for you to check your email every day. I mentioned in my email last week that you will have a morning brew sent to you. Now here's what the morning brew expectations are. You will read the email each day. You can read one article, you can just read the headlines, you can read it all, that's your choice. However, I want you to open it and I want you to read it every day. Throughout the week, whenever you find an article that you like, there will be a discussion that you will need to post about that article. One discussion is required per week. Then you must comment on somebody in the classroom's discussion. So you will post at least twice on that assignment. So what it will look like is it will be a classroom assignment. It will be the links each day, which will also be in your email. So I'll add those each day. Then in the classroom discussion, you will post your reply to an article, and then you will comment on an individual's discussion as well. So you'll post at least twice. Do more though. Okay, we would love for you to do more during this time. Take responsibility of your learning, your education. They're really interesting articles. A lot of you have been giving me feedback through email last week, and I appreciate that. The other thing that you're going to be required to do is we are going to continue through the units of insurance and credit. So with insurance, we're going to start that packet this week. And I'm going to share my screen. Okay, so there we go. In the classroom, you will have your student packet, as we have before. Your objectives for this unit is going to be able to identify risks and protection strategies, illustrate how everyone risks financial loss and how insurance shares that risk. You will discuss factors that impact insurance premiums and the relationship between premiums and out-of-pocket expenses. You will explain the basics of how insurance companies operate. You will investigate other types of insurance, such as renters, long-term disability, cell phone insurance, and determine that these are worthwhile expenses. And then you will describe the cost and impact of larger societal forms of insurance like Social Security. So you will go through this packet. Your discussion topics are there. There is a 3.5-minute video with the intro to insurance. and you'll just answer these questions. So maybe you and your other members of your family have insurance, but you don't know how it actually works. So this video will tell you how insurance works, and you'll be able to answer these questions. In section 3, you are going to be introduced to an infographic about the 4 types of insurance. These types of insurance coverages are important. So this visual will then help answer the questions that I've posed here. Then you will have 2 links here as well. And this is about premiums, deductibles, and limits and relationships between deductibles and premiums. So in addition to paying your fixed premium, most insurance plans are going to have a deductible and a coverage limit. So these resources will help with that section. Then you're going to go into other types of insurance. The first one is disability insurance. And disability insurance is important because if you were to get hurt or unable to work, you still need an income. So this section will discuss long-term disability. We have mentioned Social Security and other units throughout this course. And this is an insurance policy that you will pay into through the government as a U.S. citizen. This is another type or form of insurance for all U.S. citizens. So this is a good reference article about Social Security, and you'll answer those questions. Now, we all know how important our smartphones are to us, right? So should we buy the insurance that comes with it, or do we take that risk? Cell phones are powerful tools. They host so much, or they hold so much of our data, and they provide ways for us to communicate, organize our calendars, gather new information. But what happens if your phone gets dropped, broken, cracked, or even stolen? So there is a article from Consumer Reports here that discusses and has a bar graph for you what it costs to fix common smartphone problems and coverages that you can get for your smartphones and whether or not it's important. Then we have a section about renter's insurance. As you go off to college or as you move out for the first time, you may rent from somebody else, which means that you don't have the expenses of insurance on the actual building or on the premises in case the roof gets ripped off in a windstorm or a tree falls in on the roof, which I've had happen before personally. But you do need to insure the contents of your rental because the landlord is not responsible for that. So let's take my experience. The neighbor's tree fell in on my rental house when I was younger. We were not at home at the time. So what happened is it started raining and pouring and drenched, pretty much flooded our living room. So the contents, our TV, our furniture, those were not covered by the homeowner's insurance. We needed to have renter's insurance in order to get our money to replace those items. Renter's insurance is pretty inexpensive as well, but you need to know how to determine the worth of your contents to know how much renter's insurance you need to get. So there is an ed puzzle with this project for you to do, but what I'm looking at is for you to finish the answers on this packet because I cannot look at your ed puzzle without all of us logging in as a group with a code. So the questions will be there, but I want you to answer them on this packet. Okay, so when you're done with sections 1 through 8, you are going to take the insurance exit ticket, which is in the classroom assignment as well. There are multiple choice and short answer, well, kind of long answers. So I need you to answer all 6 of those questions so I can find the responses. The packet is worth 20 points if it is completed in its entirety. If you miss one section or choose not to do it, you will automatically be deducted half the points. So all of this needs to be completed. If there is a link that gets broken because I've had to make copies of this for Google Classroom, please let me know and I will immediately jump on and go to the curriculum itself to find that link. So don't skip it just because there's technical difficulties. Okay, if you have any questions for me, as I mentioned, I will be at my computer Mondays and Wednesday mornings for sure. Monday through Thursday, contact me with any questions or if you want to log on and have a face-to-face interaction through Zoom, and we will make that happen as well. If I think of anything else between now and Wednesday, I will send that via email, so please be checking your email on a daily basis. And good luck this week. I'm sure you will all do great. Stay up on your studies. Be responsible for your own education. And check back in a timely manner. Have a great day. Bye.